Hello, everybody. This is Cheryl Abram, and I'm coming to you today with some cybersecurity news. Hi, I had to use Zoom because YouTube is tripping. They're tripping hard. If you saw my last video, it was stopping and starting and acting crazy. So I said, let me just do it on Zoom and I'll upload it. And hopefully they'll fix whatever their problems are, okay? So today we have what I think are really interesting stories. So let's just get right to it, okay? Now, I have to share my screen with you all. Here we go. All right, so this is the first story. Now, I share all these stories on my Twitter, okay? And like I said on my Twitter, I thought about not sharing this story just because it's so awful, okay? However, once I read it and I saw that it could be useful for parents, okay? So not just parents, anybody who loves a child, all right? So this is about pedophiles are sharing grooming manuals and learn to prey on children, okay? So, and now the point they're trying to make is that this is perfectly legal, right? They can absolutely do this because they say that the legal definition of child sexual abuse is material, photos, or videos that depict a child being sexually abused, right? And this manual does not have pictures. However, it does instruct people on how to do that. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to one of these quotes. Oh, here it is. It says, 20 years ago, our kids were safe in their bedrooms. Now with the internet and a connection to the outside world, they are not. Now, let me tell you something. That's true. That is absolutely true. And the resources down here are things you can use to monitor what your kids are doing, okay? I actually have the Google one, but there's Bark is one of them, and they have a whole bunch of other ones on this link, okay? But let me tell you something. Yes, online is terrible, okay? And but y'all know that these predators, okay, many of them are at your Thanksgiving table. They're inviting you and your family to the cookout. Okay, they're selling shirts for your family reunion. These people right under your nose. They're not just online, okay? So it's more than just protecting your kids in the cyber world, all right? We have to remain a lot more vigilant than that, okay? Listen, I know what I'm talking about, okay? All right? If they're not right next door to you, they in your house, all right? So y'all need to, you need to check that out and keep your eyes open and not deny what you know is going on, okay? So what I want to also show you, look at this. It says avoid using predator attracting hashtags. I have never heard of that. I was like, predator attracting hashtags, what the hell? So this is what it is. Let me show you the hashtags. So apparently, if you hashtag things like this, clean bathroom, bath time fun, sink bath, kids bath time, that attracts people who like to prey on children. Ciao. Ooh, let's get to the next story. Okay. Now this is for you bug bounty people, you penetration testers, red teams, blue teams, all that stuff, okay? Now, if you go to the State Department website, you will see this original story, all right? So the US will pay up to $10 million if you can ID a foreign election hacker, okay? It says they will pay up to $10 million for information leading to the identification or location of any person who works with or for a foreign government for the purpose of interfering with US elections through certain illegal cyber activities. Y'all on notice. You're on notice. Okay, because listen, anytime you throw some money into something, you think people ain't gonna be looking for these people? Okay. So, and I'm glad they're doing this, because this is ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I mean, come on now. It's crazy that we even have to do this bullshit, right? But I mean, you know, it's crazy. So if you do this kind of stuff, go to the State Department website. Now they pay up to, it says up to $10 million. So it depends on the kind of information you get them, I guess. So go ahead on and look at that and make sure we can do what the hell we're supposed to be doing the right way. Okay. Ooh, child. Next story. Empower is giving you tuition-free training and certifications. Now, when you go to this website, I'm gonna need you to go to the locations, okay, and see if there's one near you. The one near me is Maryland, but I wouldn't qualify for this one because I don't live in Maryland. I don't think. Yeah, because the other one I found was they only were serving New Jersey, New York, and Texas. Okay, so you have to read what's on the website to see if you can take advantage of that. But it's really good. I mean, you know, they have a really good program. You get a paid internship with it. They pay for you to get your, you know, Security Plus, Linux Plus, that kind of stuff. One of the prerequisites, though, is that you already have to have your A+. So if you already have that, then, you know, go ahead and go to this website and see if this is something you can take advantage of. There's a lot of stuff, and I thought this was just for veterans, but I don't think it is. One of them may have just been for veterans, but not this one. But there's a lot of stuff out there for veterans, and actually I'm a veteran, and I need to do a much better job of finding out what those things are. Lazy girl, just lazy. All I gotta do is pick up a phone, go to a website, do something, right? I know there's a lot of things I should be taking advantage of, and I'm not, but I will do better. Next story. Now, given what I just talked about, free certifications and tuition-free training, the President of the United States has just signed an executive order emphasizing skills over degrees in federal hiring. This is something, okay? And I think it applied, well, the executive order is for federal jobs, okay? But the idea, I feel like, should apply, you know, across the board, inside and outside the federal government, you know? So when I first came into the federal government, I had just gotten my master's degree in social work, and I came in as a GS-12. Now, I have to tell you, there were ladies that I was working with who had been in that organization for years, a very, very long time, okay? And I ended up, you know, being, you know, I was on a fast track, right, to getting to, if not exactly where they already were after being there for 15, 20 years, surpassing them, you know. Now listen, that's not because of just because of my degree. My degree helped me to get in the door, you know, okay? But I'm very smart, intelligent, and wonderful, all right? So I got to where I got to from my own blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't nobody give me nothing, okay? But this is a great idea. I think it's really, really good. It's good because we know, I hate to say this, actually I do, so sorry, not sorry, but the degree you get in college is basically a receipt. When you go to the store and buy some slippers, you get a receipt. Okay, it's the same thing. Now, we do have, you know, different careers that require rigor, okay, and seriousness and testing, and, you know, to be sure you know how to do this shit before you get out there trying to operate on somebody, okay, trying to defend somebody in court, you know, defend their very life, trying to fly a plane, all right? there are degrees, you know, that are backed by experience. You deserve that, okay, because you've proven that you can do this work. But, you know, many of them aren't like that. You know, they're not. And the same goes for cyber certifications. I tell y'all, I think it was 2 videos ago, I told you some things that you can do when you don't have the experience to pass your, you know, CompTIA and other types of exams, okay? Because, you know, you're going to the job, you've never done it before, although you understand some of the concepts, you know, maybe. Yeah, but, you know, you have to get your experience somewhere, okay? So again, I think this is a good idea. I think it needs to be across the board. And I feel like opportunities really need to be there for people to learn, you know, to have mentors, you know, and see how they do it, and you know, get feedback from people who've been in the industry for a very long time, you know. So I love the experience trumping education. I do. You know, let me know if you don't, or if you do, I don't care. But I think it's a great idea. What's this next story? Okay. This is my favorite story today. Now, the liability plan to hold software producers accountable for cybersecurity. Do y'all remember me saying, I cannot stand, it was in one of my videos where I said things cybersecurity professionals need to stop saying. When they say, you say, if you've ever said it, users are the weakest link, that's the dumbest statement I have ever heard. It's dumb, it don't make no sense at all. Users are the weakest link, okay? Actually, what the weakest link is anywhere there is a heartbeat, you have a potential vulnerability. You know how many people touch physical equipment and software before it get to me as the user? All them people, okay, are potential vulnerabilities. I love this thing. It's probably ain't gonna go nowhere, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So it says here, Congress should pass a law to hold companies accountable for developing information technology products that don't follow cybersecurity best practices. That's not saying that it'll never be breached, okay? It'll never be hacked into. That's not what that's saying. But what it's saying is you've done your due diligence, okay, to make sure this software, this program is as safe and secure as possible. Now, I ain't gonna read this whole article, but read it. It's very, very good. And I'm actually writing an article right now on accountability, okay? I've been working on this article for a minute. And finding this has really helped me to focus it more. Now, let me say this, though. Let me say this. Y'all know that I talk about human rights in cybersecurity, okay? Now, reading this seems really good, and it is. However, I did not fall for the okie doke, okay? I almost did, almost fell for it, almost. Because it's not just these people, it's Congress too. What y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? Okay, like I said, wherever there is a heartbeat, there is a potential vulnerability, all right? And I've said before that the way we define cybersecurity as a whole is not gonna work. The next war, 5th war domain or 6th, however many, whatever, that's not gonna work. You know, we can't win everything by fighting a war, all right? We can't concentrate on just defending systems and information, all right? The emphasis needs to be on human rights first, okay? That should be the center of security, all right? Now, if you want to know more about what I mean by that, then go back to my video and you can watch that. Or you can go on the Black Sin Cybersecurity YouTube page. I have the, I did a presentation and it's on their page as well. All right, so those are all the stories I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I had to do this early in the morning because I'm finding that when I wait late in the evening, a sister is tired. I'm ready to go to bed, and I ain't trying to do no video. All right, so I will see y'all next time. Hopefully I can go live because YouTube will have gotten its act all the way together. All right, bye y'all.